This week, the presentation's aimed at those parents who have got sporty children. If your house is like mine, 7 days a week, we go from one activity to another. Hockey, cricket, tennis, rugby, swimming, gymnastics, it never stops. So in this time of lockdown and they're at home, how do you keep them active and ready for their sport if you want them to develop when they go back? So they've lost the competitive element, so they're not being driven to push themselves, and they're not getting the expert coaching. And many of them particularly will have lost their venues. So it's okay if you can play football in the garden, but if you need a swimming pool or a gymnastics or a hockey pitch, then you clearly can't compete in your sport anything like as well. I've noticed that the quality of coaching online varies massively. So football, as I say, is pretty good. There's some good stuff out there on Instagram, some great coaching schools to keep skills high, but other ones are woefully lacking due to funding. So what can you do to help? What I often find is that parents will say, well, let's go for a family walk or a run or a bike ride. But if you're thinking about the adaptations that your child needs for sport and what you're doing, you're training the child to be slow, to work mechanically in one direction at a pretty slow speed. And whilst that has some role for fitness, it's certainly not helping them for when they go back. So what can you do? I'd say, first thing you do is test them. So find some super basic tests. It might be a short sprint, it might be a vertical jump, it might be how many burpees they can do in a minute. There's plenty of ideas online, and find a point where you test them today and you understand exactly where they are. And then you think about what they need in their sport. So is it that they need directional changes? Is it that they need to be fast over 2 meters, 5 meters? Is it they need to have strong shoulders or strong core? Or is it they need to be able to explode and throw, like netball, I'm thinking? And whatever those skills are, put them into little drills in the garden. And that means that when they go back, they're already going to be one step ahead. They're going to be able to keep up with the adaptations of those skills. So where do you find this stuff? As I said before, Instagram has got some amazing schools, particularly for football. It's a great place to start. Your gymnastic clubs are generally sending conditioning through, and if not, again, probably Instagram would be a great place to start for that one. And the third place I'd suggest is online. There's a website, a guy called Brian Mack, and he has some amazing coaching tips and testing that you can draw upon sport specific, and is also driven by children's activities and by adults' activities. So the message is, don't just go for the easy option, don't just go for a run. Think about your child's sport, think about the adaptations they need, and set up some little drills that meet that in the garden. I hope you're all well. Bye-bye.